Hello dear learners, in last class we have learned about the need and importance of physical education. In today's session we will learn about physical fitness components. Now what is physical fitness? Physical fitness is the energy present in an individual to do his or her daily work with ease, comfort and energetically. And at the end of the day, he or she has still more energy to face any exigencies or emergencies. We call the person is physically fit. Now many of us don't have the energy to do work and we get tired. So that shows that we lack physical fitness. Now physical fitness, coming to the components of physical fitness, it can be divided into two: health related fitness and performance related fitness. Now let's see what it is. But before going to the slide, let me make it clear that if a question is asked about physical fitness components, you have to write both health related fitness components and performance related fitness components. Now let's see what is health related fitness and what is performance related fitness components. Health related physical fitness components is required by all individuals. That means we need to have these 5 components in order to be healthy. If we lack in any of these 5 components, we cannot be said to be healthy. So let's see what are these 5 physical health related physical fitness components. The first one is cardiorespiratory fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility and body composition. These are the 5 components which is required to remain healthy by everyone, be it a child or be it an old person. Everyone requires these 5 fitness components. The next physical fitness component is performance related fitness components, and these components are required by sports person. Different sports person require different performance related fitness components. An athlete, an 100-meter sprint athlete requires reaction speed, whereas a boxer may require movement speed. So it is different for different sports persons. Based on their sports or disciplines, the fitness component required by them is different. We will go in detail later. Now let's discuss the health related physical fitness components, these 5 components in detail. The first component is cardiorespiratory endurance. As the name suggests, it is a fitness component based on your cardio, that is your heart, and respiratory, that is your respiratory system, which contains lungs. So cardiorespiratory fitness is also referred to as aerobic fitness. It is a measure of your heart's ability to pump oxygen rich blood to the working muscles during exercise. For example, if you are running, the working muscles, the major working muscles are the muscles of your legs, and it is also a measure of the respiratory system's ability, that is your respiratory system's ability, which contains external respiration and internal respiration. External respiration is a respiration which you takes in, which is visible, wherein you take in oxygen through your nostrils and you exhale carbon dioxide. And internal respiration is the exchange of gases which takes place in the tissues. Suppose when you are running, the exchange of gases in your leg muscles, that is oxygen has to go inside the leg muscles and carbon dioxide has to move out. So this is internal respiration. So it is the ability of your heart plus the ability of your respiratory system to take up sufficient oxygen from the atmosphere and to distribute the inhaled oxygen to the tissues efficiently to produce the energy needed. So this is cardiorespiratory endurance. We can test cardiorespiratory endurance by following Harvard step test or 12-minute walk or run test. These tests will be explained later on. Now the second health related fitness component is muscular strength. It is defined as the ability of a muscle to exert a force to overcome a resistance. That means, suppose in our body we have got around 650 muscles, and biceps is a muscles of the arm, you all know. And when we flex our arm, for example while doing dumbbell crunches, when we take weight in the form of dumbbells, that is the resistance, and when we flex our arm, the flexion movement is caused because of these two muscles, that is biceps. And suppose if I can lift 20 kilos in one biceps curl, that shows the strength of my biceps, that are the two muscles in my upper arm. So that is muscular strength, that is the ability of the muscle to exert a force to overcome a resistance, and here the resistance is the dumbbell of 20 kg. So that shows that my biceps has sufficient strength to overcome 20 kilo dumbbells. And this strength is dependent upon two factors, that is the cross-sectional area of muscle fibers and the type of muscle fibers present. Cross-sectional area of a muscle fiber is dependent upon the size of muscle fiber and also on the number of muscle fibers present in a muscle. So both the size of the muscle fiber as well as the number of the muscle fiber which is present in a muscle. Then similarly, individuals with a higher proportion of type 1 that is slow twitch muscle fiber will be relatively weaker than a similar individual with a high proportion of type 2 fast twitch muscle fiber. Slow twitch muscle fibers have the efficiency for physical endurance, that is they can continue the activity, whereas the fast twitch muscle fibers, it has the efficiency for strength for fast movements. So based on individuals' genetic factors, the number of slow twitch fiber or fast twitch fiber, it is directly related to muscular strength, and also the number of fibers present in the muscle and the size of these muscle fibers. With training we can improve the size of the muscle fibers, and recent studies shows that we can also increase the number of muscle fibers in a muscle through intensive training. Now the third component of health related physical fitness is flexibility, which is the range of movement around a joint. In this joint structure, ligaments, tendons, ligaments which connects two bones, tendons which connect muscle to the bones, muscles, skin, tissue injury and scar formation, fat present, body temperature, age and gender. These all things influence an individual's range of motion or flexibility around a joint. Temperature also influences, that is why we do warm up, so that our body temperature rises and our body joints become more supple and we get more range of motion. And this individual body flexibility level is measured and calculated by performing a sit and reach test. This flexibility also can be improved like other components, and how to improve this will be discussed in detail later on. Now the fourth component of health related physical fitness is muscular endurance. Earlier we have discussed about muscular strength, and muscular endurance is different. Muscular endurance is the ability of the muscles to maintain speed and strength even under the condition of fatigue. For example, doing abdominal crunches, maximum abdominal crunches is an example of muscular endurance of your abdominal muscles. So likewise, push-ups, maximum push-ups, how many push-ups you can do. Suppose I do 20 push-ups in a stretch, so that is an example of muscular endurance of arms and chest muscles. So before training, if I ask some of you to do push-ups, you may do 5 push-ups or 10 push-ups, but with the training you can improve it to 20 or 25 or 50. So that means a person who can do 50 push-ups, his muscular endurance of arms and chest muscles are much more than the person who is able to do 5 push-ups. The final component of health related physical fitness is body composition. In body composition is used to describe the percentages of fat, bone and muscle in human body. Fat serves important purposes like giving energy, for insulation and for protection, but too much fat can lead to obesity and related diseases. Some of the related diseases are heart disease, some cancers, stroke, blood pressure and all these. So there are many methods by which you can measure this fat percentage, but usually we do skin fold measurement techniques by which can be done easily, but you need some sort of training to perform this. So this is how you can measure your body composition. Let's see the second fitness component, that is performance related fitness component, and what are the different subcomponents of this. Speed is one of the component of performance related fitness, and under this even there are minute fitness components like reaction speed. It is a time taken to initiate a response to a given stimulus. For example, starting a race, when the gun shot is heard, the sound is the stimulus and the response is the start. So 100 meter sprinters, 200 meter sprinters, they require a lot of reaction speed in order to perform well. Then is the movement speed. It is the ability to move limbs as fast as possible. It is required for athletes where they have to move their legs as fast as possible. It is required for boxers to move their hands as fast as possible. Then is the acceleration speed. It is the ability to increase the speed. In sprint, we have seen that for 100 meter and 200 meter, athletes after starting with the reaction speed accelerates. They speed up themselves, so that is the acceleration speed. Then we have sprint speed, the ability to run at maximum speed. Then we have speed endurance, that is the ability to maintain speed even under the condition of fatigue. So all these are the subcomponents of speed. Now let's see some of the finer components of strength. Maximum strength, it is the ability to exert maximum force against a resistance. It is very well established in weightlifting, powerlifting, wrestling and judo. And strength endurance, it is the ability of the muscle to exert strength even under the condition of fatigue. You have seen wrestlers competing even when they are completely exhausted, then also they have to apply strength. So here strength endurance plays a very important role. In football, like repeated running and kicking. In tennis, repeated swinging of the arm. In swimming, repeating the stroke. So these all sport require strength endurance. Then we have explosive strength. It is the ability to produce maximum force in the shortest time. The two components of explosive strength are speed and force. The combination of these allows for explosive movements like jumping, shot putting, spiking and start of a sprint. So these all sport requires explosive strength. Now let's see the finer components of endurance. In this speed endurance, it is the ability of the muscle to maintain speed even under the condition of fatigue. Like you have seen 800 meters run, 1500 meters run, 3000 meter run, 10,000 meters. In these, speed endurance is required. And this ability is required for running events, and even some games also required this speed endurance. Then is the strength endurance. It is the ability of the muscle to exert strength even under the condition of fatigue. Then we have cardiorespiratory endurance. It also comes under performance related fitness component which I have discussed earlier. The next component is coordinative abilities. It is the integration of the nervous system and muscular system to produce correct, graceful, harmonious and effective movements. For example, gymnastic, it requires a lot of coordination. Games like ball games like football, volleyball, basketball, it requires ball sense and requires eye-hand coordination. So when you have all these qualities, when you have coordinative abilities, your nerve impulses which comes, it gives the information to your muscles, and your muscles perform complex movement in a very effective technically correct and harmonious way, your body saves energy. At the same time, because of the perfection of the movement, the skill becomes so refined that your performance in that particular sport increases. So this is the role of coordinative abilities for performance related fitness. Now comes agility. It is the ability to change direction and move our body parts or whole body effectively, efficiently and accurately. For example, in the game of Kho-Kho, badminton, boxing, wrestling, karate, taekwondo, players requires lot of agility. If you have seen these players in action, you might have wondered if their legs contain spring. That is how fast they move their whole body parts. You have to see their foot movement, how fast and gracefully they change their body. So this agility component is also very finer and very important component for enhancing performance in sport. So with this, I hope these physical fitness components are clear. Health related physical fitness components are required to maintain good health, and whereas performance related fitness components is required by sports persons to improve their performance. So thank you, and let's see for the next session.